So, same 7th chapter frequency distribution tables, continuation students. So, don't write anything. I will give some more concepts in this chapter. See here. Suppose 10, 15, 25, 35, 65, 17, 18, 19, 21, 54, 55. Like this some data is given. So, we change this data into a systematic order, that is group data. It is also called frequency table, frequency distribution table. For that what we do, we take some class intervals and we take tally marks, and after that we total count and we write it here, that is called frequency. Class intervals, that is a confusion. I clarify your doubt. We can take any class intervals as per our convenience. Suppose if I take the smallest is so you should choose the class interval such that all should be covered. Suppose if you take particular class intervals and 10 is not included in that, then it is waste. So all should be covered. For example, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. Like this we can take the class intervals. We can take the class intervals like this also. 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like this also we can take. Yesterday in the last class, all problems, 1 or 2 problems we solved, I took like this only, that both are not same, one difference I took. Even you can take both same, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, like that is. But here confusion is, suppose if you have 20, where you write year or year, that is a confusion. So you remember this, very important. When you are getting 20, you should write in this. This lower limit is including, upper limit is excluding. So in this 10, 20 to 30 means 20, if the 20 is there, it should be written added here. 30 is not here, 30 is here. 30, suppose 30 is there, don't write tally mark here, it should be included here. Like that. So that is the difference of these two types of class intervals. You can take like this or like this. Most of the cases we take like this only. But in the first 2 problems I explain you like this to avoid the confusion. But here onwards in most of the problems we take like this only. So this is called inclusive class interval. Inclusive class interval. I will give the definition, don't write. Inclusive class interval. This is called exclusive. This is called exclusive class interval because 30 is not included in this. 30 is excluded. Only 20 is included, 30 is excluded. That is exclusive class. In this case, suppose 20 is there, it will come here. 29 is there, it will come here. 20, 29 both will be here. That is called inclusive. But in this case, 20 to 30, 20 is included, but 30 is not included. 30 will belongs to this. So that means 30 is excluded. That is called exclusive class intervals. Exclusive classes. Inclusive, exclusive. And one more specialty is, here what is the lower limit? 20. Upper limit? 30. What is the upper boundary? 30 plus boundaries also I explained. 30 plus 30 by 2. 30 only. Limits, lower limit, upper limit is same as lower boundary, upper boundary. But here lower limit is 20. Upper limit is 29. Lower boundary is 19.5. Upper boundary is 29.5. So boundaries and limits are different here. In this example, boundaries and limits both are same. So that introduction you please write down. Write down, students. First point. Write down. In the class intervals like 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, in the class intervals like 10 to 20, 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, remove that in. The class intervals like that you start. In you remove. The class intervals like. Write down like that. Like this. The class intervals. The class intervals like 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39 are called inclusive class intervals. Inclusive class intervals are called inclusive class intervals. Because lower limit and upper limit, because lower limit and upper limit, lower limit and upper limit lower limit and upper limit of particular class belongs to that class. That means suppose in 20 to 29, if 20 is there, we write here. 29 also, 20 is included, 29 is included. So that's why it is called inclusive class interval. This type of, if there is a difference, one difference, then it is called inclusive class intervals. Inclusive class interval. In this, limits and boundaries are different. What if you take this class? What is the lower limit? 20. Upper limit 29. But lower boundary is 19.5. I explained lower boundary. Even in problem solving also, I will remind you. I explained what is the boundary. So 19.5 is a lower boundary. Upper boundary is 29.5. Write down. In this case, class limits and boundaries are different. Limits are different, boundaries are different. In this case, class limits and boundaries are different. This is some introduction for inclusive class, like this. This is also called, write down. This is also called discrete series. It is also called discrete series. It is also called discrete series. Students, second point. Suppose the class interval, if I took like this, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, that means there is no gap, same 20 continuation. 30 continuation. In the previous case, there was one gap. It was up to 29 and there was a gap. So, but here 20 continuation, 30 continuation, 30 to 40. Like this also we can take the class intervals. So, in this case, this is called exclusive class interval. This is called exclusive exclusive class interval, because in this 20 is included, 30 is not included, 30 is excluded, 30 is included here. In this it is excluded. Like that, because of that it is called exclusive class interval. So in this case, class limits and boundaries are same. So there is no confusion. Lower limit 20, upper limit 30. Lower boundary is not 19.5, 20 only. Upper boundary is not 29.5, 30 only. So are same. Right on. The class intervals like, second point, the class intervals like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 are called exclusive class intervals. Exclusive class intervals. Exclusive class intervals. Exclusive class intervals. Because, why exclusive? 30 is excluded in this. 20 to 30 is there, but only 20 is there. 30 is excluded, removed. 30 is in this actually. If we get 30 number, we should not put tally mark here. We should put tally mark here. So write down. Are called exclude. The class intervals like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 are called exclusive class intervals because only lower limit of a particular class, only lower limit of a particular class belongs to it. Only lower limit of a particular class belongs to it. Upper limit does not belong to it. Upper limit does not belong to it. In this case, class limits and boundaries are same. Right on. In this case, class limits and boundaries are same. Class limits and boundaries are same. In this case, class limits and boundaries are same. Lower limit, lower boundary, upper boundary same. Class limits and boundaries are same. It is also called continuous series. Continuation, no? This is also called continuous series. This is also called continuous series. It is also called continuous series. Next, students, next point you write down. Less than cumulative. Less than cumulative frequency. Heading, third point. Less than cumulative frequency. Third point. Less than cumulative frequency. Students, see here. I will explain what is the less than cumulative frequency. Don't write. Suppose class interval is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Suppose frequency is 3, 4, 5, 6. This total is given, for example. Then, if we add the frequencies from the top, suppose this is total 3 only. Before that there is nothing, only 3. Next is 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. How much? 7. Next is 7 plus 5. 12. Next is 12 plus 6. 3. 3 plus 4. 7. 7 plus 5. 12. 12 plus 6. 18. This is called less than cumulative frequency. Less than cumulative frequency. That means adding the frequencies from top. 3. 3 plus 4. 7. 7 plus 5. 12. 12 plus 6. 18. If we add from the bottom, that is called greater than cumulative frequency. I will give the notes for that. First, less than cumulative frequency means very simple. Suppose this is 3. So 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 6, 18. Adding the frequencies from top, that is called less than cumulative frequency. Students, write down the heading less than cumulative frequency. Write down the heading less than cumulative frequency. Write down, students, the progressive sum of frequencies. Progressive sum of the frequencies from the first class. From the first class progressive sum of the frequencies from the first class to the upper boundaries. To the upper boundary. To the upper boundary of a particular class. To the upper boundary of a particular class is called less than cumulative frequency. Progressive sum of the frequencies from the first class to the upper boundary of a particular class is called less than cumulative frequency. Is called less than cumulative frequency. Denoted as LCF. Less than cumulative frequency. Continuation. And the table showing upper boundaries and LCF. The table showing upper boundaries and LCF, that means less than cumulative frequency. The table showing upper boundaries and LCF is called less than cumulative frequency table. The table showing upper boundaries and LCF is called LCF table, less than cumulative frequency table. Don't write this example, only notes you write, and when solving the problems I will explain. Instead of writing this example, let us do the textbook problem only. Now students, write down the fourth point. Fourth point, greater than cumulative frequency. Write down the heading. Fourth point, greater than cumulative frequency. Greater than cumulative frequency. Students, this is very important even in your 10th class also. Greater than cumulative frequency, short form GCF, greater than cumulative frequency. So here, greater than cumulative frequency means this class interval will be given. Frequency also will be given. Then you add the frequencies from last class, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 4. 15. 15 plus 3. 18. Like this, if you add from the bottom, it is called greater than cumulative frequency. Adding from top is less than cumulative frequency. Adding from the bottom is greater than cumulative frequency. Write down. Fourth point, greater than cumulative frequency. Greater than cumulative frequency. Write down. The progressive sum of frequencies. The progressive sum of the frequencies from the last class. From the last class. With lower boundary of particular class. Last class with lower boundary of particular class. Lower boundary of particular class. Lower boundary of particular class is called greater than cumulative frequency. Is called greater than cumulative frequency, denoted by GCF. Denoted by GCF. Continuation. The table showing lower boundaries and GCF is called GCF table. The table showing lower boundaries and GCF is called GCF table. This example is not no need, even when solving the problem itself, for that we will consider as example. So, students, complete data. Now today I explained about inclusive class interval, exclusive class interval, and limits and boundaries for the inclusive class interval, limits and boundaries for the exclusive class interval. I also explained what is the less than cumulative frequency, what is greater than cumulative frequency. I explained all. So now this concept is sufficient to do the 7.2 exercise. All problems in this 7.2 we can complete. So exercise 7.2 continuation, students. Yesterday we completed the first problem, and the second problem also I did, but second problem only for just to practice, for practice purpose I took it as inclusive, but here the question is exclusive actually. So just for practice we did two problems on the same model. So second problem, same problem we will take the class intervals in the exclusive form. See the question, exclusive form we will take. Second problem, again solving, we did it on the inclusive model, we did. Exclusive model also I will explain for this, because question is actually exclusive, but for practice purpose we did the problem in inclusive model. So you write down the second problem once again, students, just for practice. 25, 30, 24, 18, 21, 24, 32, 34, 22, 20, 22, 32, 40, 28, 30, 22, 26, 31, 34, 15, 38, 28, 20, 16, 15, 24, 30, 25, 30, 24, 18, 21, 24, 32, 34, 22, 20, 22, 32, 40, 28, 30, 22, 26, 31, 34, 15, 38, 28, 20, 16, 15, 15, 20, 24, 30, 15, 25, 18. Students, this is the data. Yesterday also we did this, but I took the class. Yeah, I said any order we can take the class interval. But if it is question itself is inclusive or exclusive, then we have to consider. So, how to take the class intervals? See read the question once again. So the question is, exclusive class intervals. Exclusive class intervals with difference 4, 4. Exclusive class intervals with difference 4, 4. See here. Class interval. Tally marks. Frequency. These are the three columns to prepare the frequency distribution table. When raw data is given, we can change it into table form. The table is called frequency distribution table. How to prepare the table? First, decide the class intervals. Any order you can take, but you check whether inclusive or exclusive. Generally, it will not be given. Only class intervals. You prepare the table. That will be the question. But in this, it is given exclusive. So exclusive means. So just now I gave the definition. Suppose the smallest number, what is the smallest number? 15. Students, 15 is the smallest number, 4 difference. So 15 plus 4 is 29. Continuation. 29 plus 4 is 33. 33 plus 4 is 37. 37 plus 4 is 41. 41 plus 4 is 45. What is the highest number? 34. Highest number. 38 is there. I think this is sufficient. Any number 40? Is there any 40? Okay, sorry. 15 to 4 difference, no? 15 to 90. Students, 4 difference. So 15 to 19 only. Next 4 difference. Continuation. 19 plus 4, 23. 23 plus 4, 27. 27 plus 4, 31. 31 plus 4, 35. 35 plus 4, 39. 15, 19, 23, 27, 31, 35, 39. That's all. So is any 40 is there? No, 40 is highest. So 40 will not come here. One more you take. 40. That means 39 to 39 plus 4. 43. 4 difference you take. Starting from 15 is a smaller number. No, smallest number is where 15. 15 is smaller number. I started from 15. Like this. So 15 up to what? In the problem it is given. Take 4 in a class. 4 difference. 15 plus 4, 19. Start from 19. Yesterday I explained if it is up to some number, next should be next from it started from next number. I took 15 to 18 only. 15, 16, 17, 18. 15 to 18. Next is 19 to. Like that. So two types. We can take one difference, that is called inclusive class interval. We can take continuation. 19 continued here up to 23. 23 continued here, 27. 27 continued here. This is called exclusive class. Difference between inclusive, exclusive. That you have to know. Okay. Now, here onwards you know students. See here. I took the class intervals like this. Once again, how I am explaining. Smaller number is 15. So therefore I should start from 15. If I start from 20, this will be missing. So I have to take up to 40. 40 should be, if I stop here, so I won't get 40 here. So one more I have to take. But don't take 39 to 40. Same order we have to follow. 4 difference means 39 to 43 we have to write. Suppose we have only 40, so let us take 40 only. Why 43? It should not be like that. Uniformity should be maintained. So after this I am not taking because there is no number greater than 43. There is no number. Maximum is 40 only. Now 25. Here, one number. 25 will lie here. 30. 30 is here, students. 24. 18. 18 is here. 21 is where? 21 is in this. 21. 24 here. 32. 34. 22. 20. 22. 32. 32 is here, students. 32. 40. 40 is here. 28. Here. 30. Here in this 30. 22. Here. After 4, fifth one we write like this. So that total counting will be easy. After 4, fifth is like this. Next 26. Here. 31. 31 is here. I explained. 31 we should not be taking this. 31 is here. Don't get confused. 31 means not here. It should be taken here. I gave the notes. Next 34. Here 34. Fifth one is like this. 15. 38. 28. 20. Here. After 5, sixth one you write like this. 20 is in this, so sixth one you write separate line. 16, 15 again, 20, 24, fifth one you write like this. 30, 30, 30, 30 here. Fifth one we write like this. 25 in this. 18 here only. Fifth one is like this. So 5, 7, 6, 5, 5, 1, 1. Total 5. 5, 6, 7. 5 plus 1, 6. 5, 5, 1, 1. This is the table. Yesterday also we solved, but we took inclusive class intervals. I took one difference. So both ways you can do, but here the question is take exclusive. So exclusive means like this. Continuation. Write down, students. Write down this. So for the yesterday's procedure, you can write inclusive. For in that case, you write inclusive. Same problem I did in two ways. Inclusive, exclusive. The only confusion is when you are getting 31, don't write here, write here. When you are getting 23, don't write here, write here. 27, don't write here, it write here. That is the difference. So with this, lot of new concepts I explained today, students. So problems are very easy and you can do all problems without any